Today, I'm going to be ranking the CDL maps and modes, going through all of them, deciding which one is the king, which is the best of the best. Let's go through them. Starting off, wow, we have a very, very dry map pool. I mean, 5 maps is just terrible. I'm just looking at it and I was like, I actually... Obviously, when I play rank play, I know it's 5, but when I actually put this into an image, I am mind blown that they took out Rewind. I am still not over it. I think Rewind adding to this would be perfect because it was a really, really good map. I mean, we're in March right now, and the only map we've really had since the start of the game is Hacienda added in, which was great. But I mean, this is not good. But let's go through it and start off with a few of the obvious ones. Let's start off with a control. I'm gonna go through the control first, and just gonna give my thoughts overall. So, how I'm going to be ranking this is out of 10. This is not from me playing, this is from watching. Because me playing is a little bit different. So this is as a CDL viewer, watching the map and mode. How do I think it plays? Do I think it's a good map to watch? Let's go for a 10. Raid hardpoint. A good raid hardpoint is a 10 out of 10 for me. Let's go for, Miami S&D. That's probably a 1 out of 10. So we got kind of the scale here. Let's go through Hacienda control. I am going to give this one a 7, okay? Maybe a little bit high, but there's a few reasons why. I think at the start of the game, people hated this one. I think people weren't really sure how it's going to be. I actually don't mind this one now. And I think the good thing is a team that is on offense or defense, I think can win. So I actually don't mind it at all. When I'm watching Hacienda control, I'm not really like, oh, I do not want to watch this. I'm actually like, oh, I don't mind it. But control as a game, I'm going to give it a 6. I'm going to be brutally honest, actually. Let's give it a 6. Let's give it a 6 because 6.5. 6.5. So it's like, yeah, I don't mind 6.5, okay? It's probably the best control we have out of the 3, but control itself just isn't a really fun game mode to watch. It really isn't. It's quite boring. But a really good Hacienda control, I'll give it 6.5, maybe a 7. So I'll give it a 6.5 overall. Not too bad. Then we go to protocol. I'm going to give protocol a 5 because I just feel like it's got better. Now it's probably a 5. I think before it was maybe a 4.5, which is pretty low, but I mean, it isn't a great map to watch. I think protocol now I'll give a 5 out of 10. When you look at, I'm talking about protocol control, but when you look at before the update, right, the offense team would just never win. It was really difficult. Now with the update, I think offense is a bit easier because it's up top, so it makes it a little bit more balanced, which gives it a 5. But even then, it's just such a, like, again, I don't mind playing it when I'm spawn trapping people, but to watch it, I find it so boring. So I'm gonna give it a 5. I think Volt is quite balanced. I would probably give it a 6.5 as well, but then I want to give Hacienda a little bit more than Volt, so I'm gonna give Volt a 6 like that. I think that's kind of the balance. Again, it's not just about the map, it's about the map and mode combination as a viewer to watch. I think that's what I'm going to go with. I don't think there's anything more, just because control as a gamer is very limited. Then we go through to the HP. I'm going to give this a 9. I really, really think that Hacienda Hardpoint is an absolute dub. I think it's a 9, and there you go. I think it's just got good spawns. It's a good map, decent size. You got your SMGs, you got your ARs, you get rotation heavy. It's a good map. I like it a lot. We'll give it a 9. Then we go to Protocol HP. I don't mind watching a protocol. I'm going to give it a 7. I'm going to give it a 7. I'm trying to think how I'm doing this. Let me be real. If this was like an overall map as a Call of Duty game, what would I do? I'm going to say Hacienda. I would give it a 9 because it's a reskin of another map, like a brought back map. I'm going to give it an 8.5, only because we've had it before. It's not an original map, so I'm going to give it down just slightly. I think it's a good map still. I'm going to give it an 8. I don't know. I like Hacienda. I'll give it an 8. Then we go for Protocol. I'll give it a 6 because I'm going to be a little bit more harsh on the ratings. I don't think any map in this current game deserves a 9. Honestly, I'd probably give Rewind the closest to an 8.5, but again, that's out of the rotation. So we'll do it like this. We'll give Protocol a 6. I don't mind Volt. I'm going to give it a 7. I actually think Volt is a good map for hardpoint. I really do. I think the spawns are decent. There's a few money hills. I really don't mind Volt. I really don't mind. It's 3 lanes as well, so I'm okay with Volt. I don't mind it. We'll give it a 7. Red card is a different one because playing it, I give it a lot lower. Watching it, I actually low-key don't mind it. So I'm going to give red card a 7 to watch. Which is probably a little bit higher than most people expect. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Then we go for Skyline. Honestly, it's just too much of a bang out. I think it's kind of in between protocol and red card, something like that. It's just too much of a bang out. Like sometimes, yeah, cool, it's fun to watch, but it's like it's too much at times. So I'll give it a 6.5. I think it's less strategy. It's just all over the place, just a bang out and just trades and trades and trades and trades and trades. I don't mind it in the rotation. I don't love it, but it's kind of just there. I'll give it a 6.5. Then we go to S&D. I'm going to start off with 5. I think Skyline S&D is terrible. I really do. I think it's terrible. It's going to be a 5. Red card to watch. I'm not going to gonna lie, I like it. I like it a lot. I actually am a fan of watching Red Card. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Again, playing it, it's okay, but watching it, I actually do not mind watching a Red Card S&D. I think it's okay. I like watching certain teams match up on here. I don't mind it. I really don't mind a Red Card. Then we go to a Vault. I'm gonna give Vault a 6. Most one-dimensional map. It is so boring. It's so one-dimensional. People just go underground. I'm gonna give it 5.5. It's just so one-dimensional. Everyone just goes to A and they do nothing. So I'm gonna give that. Protocol, same thing, bro. Same thing. It's just there. It's just there. I really don't think it's great. So we're gonna do that. So the S&D for the map. I mean, I think this. I'm looking at this map pool, and I think the S&D looks like it's really low rating, but I think the hard point should be a little bit lower as well, to be fair. I think this is the weird one. It's kind of just, I like hard point so much as a game mode that I'm maybe giving it a little bit more leniency than I probably should, but you guys can let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Then we're going to go through to Hacienda. I think Hacienda S&D, again, I like it. I do. So I'm going to give it a 7.5. I think Red Card is probably the best S&D map with Hacienda. So there you go. And it's kind of funny because Red Card was the most hated map at the start, and now I'm looking at it, it's got the highest average score here with Hacienda. So definitely not the worst map in the current rotation. That's it. That's gonna be my list. So just to kind of go through it, as you can see, the best map in terms of rotation is probably Hacienda. Then I would say Red Card. Then probably Vault. Then Protocol is pretty down, and Skyline. I think Protocol and Skyline are probably the worst two maps. When I'm playing it, I don't really mind playing them against some teams. It's a bit of a banger. I have fun with it, but overall to watch, I don't think they're great comp maps. I think Rewind should come in again, which I don't know why they took out one of the craziest decisions of all time in the CDL. I think it was the dumbest decision I've seen in a minute. I think Redline should come in for, sorry, I think Rewind should come in for Protocol. I don't mind Skyline being left in simply because it's more of a bang out. What I would say is I think that S&D at least bring Rewind in for Skyline. Maybe Hardpoint, you bring it in for Protocol. I don't mind Skyline HP being in the rotation because it's more of a banger. I actually don't mind having a banger map. I think it's pretty fun. But for S&D, I just think it's terrible Skyline. And Protocol's not great, but at least with Protocol, there's a little bit of variety. With Skyline, it's like, bro, the round is just... I actually think Skyline is terrible for S&D. I think it makes no sense. So here's my list. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think for your list down below. Rate every single map and mode. Let me know your guys' favorite, your guys' worst. Let me know. Let me know down below. And I'll catch you guys for another one later on today. Boost.